truth.
Welcome back, and it's time for the truth. It's time for my NFL truths. Let's start with number 10 and the Miami Dolphins.
10.
Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa, they're making Brian Flores look really, really good. This is dumb and dumber, worse and worser. This is trash and trashier. Tua Tagovailoa and Mike McDaniel. I don't know who to blame here. They got beat 31-6 by the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns are tanking and trying to move up in the draft and the whole deal, and you get beat 31-6? Are you kidding? Mike McDaniel or Tua Tagovailoa, who's the bigger problem in Miami? I'm going to ask Steve Kim and TJ Moe that when we get done with the NFL truths, because I can't make up my mind. But Mike McDaniel's no leader, and Tua Tagovailoa is Glass Joe. He's been beaten to a pulp. He just can't play the quarterback position. He's afraid to run. He's afraid of contact. The Miami Dolphins are done. I don't know why they're holding on to Mike McDaniel. He should be fired today. Next.
9.
Shedeur Sanders. Dylan Gabriel is so bad and so mid that I actually want to see Shedeur Sanders play this week, sooner than later. I know the Browns just won 31-6, but unfortunately I watched the game, and I was completely unimpressed with Cleveland's midget quarterback. Do I like Shedeur Sanders? Hell no. Shedeur Sanders has one of the worst attitudes in sports. He put out some rap song, or I saw some rap song of his this weekend. He's a trash rapper. He's a trash teammate. He holds the ball too long. But you know what? He's better than Dylan Gabriel. And I say that they just won 31-6. Dylan Gabriel threw for like 116 yards. He was no factor. Move on from Dylan Gabriel. Throw Shedeur out there. Let's move on in Cleveland and give Andrew Berry what he wants. He wants to see Shedeur Sanders. Now I do. All right, let's move on to number 8. My Kansas City Chiefs, all the way back in business. All the way back in business. It's too early to say this, but I'm going to say it. Dare I say, the best team in football? I mean, yes, it was the Raiders, and the Raiders are hot garbage. But holy cow, Mahomes with all those weapons at his disposal, they knock off the Raiders 31-0. All the weapons at Rashee Rice looked tremendous. Travis Kelce still looks old and washed, but he's still out there and a threat. Patrick Mahomes is back on his game. The best team in football, probably my Kansas City Chiefs. All right, let's move on to number 7.
7.
What was Pete Carroll thinking? Giving Geno Smith $75 million. Are you kidding me? Geno Smith, $75 million. Here's what happened to Geno. Geno was on the hunt for major money and had a decent little short run in Seattle. No way in heck should you then turn around and give Geno Smith $75 million. He's not that guy. And you know who else may not be that guy? Ashton Genty. This looks like a really bad draft pick. This guy looks like a bowling ball. He's got no shake. He's got no bake. He's got no wiggle. He's got no moves. I get what he did at Boise State. I like his attitude. I like a lot about him. But, man, you got to have some movement in your hips. He's got – can I say this, Luke, that he runs like a white guy and not Christian McCaffrey? I mean, he looks like a short John Riggins, and I just don't know if a short John Riggins is going to work in the NFL. All right, let's keep it moving. Next.
6.
Travis Hunter. Everybody's celebrating Travis Hunter. He scored a touchdown. He had 100 receiving yards. None of it matters. Travis Hunter is a defensive player. He's running around on the offensive side of football because the Jacksonville Jaguars don't want to admit that Trevor Lawrence is too inconsistent to be a franchise quarterback. He's too inaccurate. He's too inconsistent. And so they're wasting Travis Hunter on offense trying to fix Trevor Lawrence. In the first half, everybody was wide open against the Jaguars defense, and Travis Hunter did not play a defensive snap in the first half. That's one of the reasons why he was so much more effective on offense. But Jacksonville, that was a horrible game to watch early Sunday morning because the Jaguars could play no defense. Make Travis Hunter a full-time defensive player. 100 receiving yards and a TD, totally meaningless. He's not a big-time wide receiver. Next.
5.
Drake May, the real deal. The real deal. Holy cow, do I like this kid. Mike Vrabel and what they've done and the kind of clown suit they're putting on. What was it, Gerard Mayo last year with Drake May? Wow. Drake May, 21 of 23 for 222 yards and 2 TDs. He was the best quarterback I saw on Sunday. And yes, he was playing the Tennessee Titans. And yes, the Tennessee Titans aren't any good. But when you go 21 of 23, 222 yards, 2 TDs, he ran when he was supposed to. He passed when he was supposed to. He didn't force anything. Yesterday, at least, he looked like the best quarterback in football. I'm high on the New England Patriots. Next.
4.
Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers. People are giving them a lot of credit. What's the guy's Canales or whatever, the head coach in Carolina. Oh, look what he's done with Bryce Young. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Yes, they got a winning record, but none of the credit goes to Bryce Young. Their offense isn't any good. It was that game, the Jets and the Carolina Panthers. Don't let your kids watch it. Don't let it ever happen again. That was one of the worst games, and there was a lot of bad games this weekend. That's one of the worst football games I've seen in the National Football League. I'm giving Bryce Young and Carolina no credit. Next.
3.
Number 3 here, don't give up on Justin Herbert. That will be the instinct of a lot of people. How the Chargers are losing. Justin Herbert threw 2 interceptions yesterday. The Chargers and Jim Harbaugh, I think they're unlikely to do it, but they may be headed the direction of making the same mistake the New York Giants made with Daniel Jones. Justin Herbert is a good football player, a very good football player. He looks mid right now because of the injuries to the Chargers offensive line, and the Chargers just beat up right now, and Justin Herbert looks mid. But he's not a mid quarterback. In my view, he's a great quarterback. He's the next Daniel Jones. There are many people out there that think he's the next Carson Wentz, or he is Carson Wentz 2.0. I don't think that. The Chargers should not give up on Justin Herbert. Next.
2.
Green Bay is the most overvalued team in the National Football League. The Arizona Cardinals should have won that game. Green Bay is the most overvalued team. The Packers were outplayed from start to finish. Jordan Love threw for 179 passing yards and 1 TD. Jordan Love's overvalued. The Green Bay Packers are overvalued. The Arizona Cardinals should have won that football game. Next, and I'm going to get to my most controversial take.
1.
People are upset with me because I blame Jaxson Dart for that Giants loss yesterday to the Denver Broncos. And let me be completely transparent so that put all my cards on the table. Yes, I had the New York Giants on the money line. Yes, I'm very upset that the Giants figured out a way how to blow. What were they up, 19-0? Or was it 19-0 or 18-0? I watched the whole thing start to finish. They were up 19-0. They at one point they were up 25-8. I believe, late in the game, maybe midway through the fourth quarter, they're up 25-8. They got let back in the game by Jaxson Dart's interception. It was a dumb interception. And then it just got worse and worse from there. And people are saying, oh, how can you blame Jaxson Dart? They gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter. They led 25-6 in the fourth quarter. You got to blame the defense. No. Jaxson Dart's interception breathed life back into the Denver Broncos. And then his mismanagement of New York's final drive of the game. And you can blame Brian Daboll, you can blame whoever you want, but Jaxson Dart and Daboll and that offensive strategy, they did nothing to manage the clock at the end of that game. I think they got the ball with 1:51. They needed a touchdown to take back a 3-point lead. They get lucky on their final offensive drive. Jaxson Dart did nothing. Yes, he completed a long pass on 4th and 19. I believe it was an 18-yard completion. Refs gave him credit for 19. But then they tacked on a roughing the passer call that would have given them the first down anyway or moved the ball up even further. So whether the guy got 18 or 19 yards on the pass, it was irrelevant because of the roughing the passer call. But if you go rewatch what Jaxson Dart did on the Giants' final drive, he got bailed out. He got bailed out by the refs. There was no management of the clock. No one thinking like, hey, we want to score here, but we don't want to leave Denver any time on the clock to come back and win the game with a long field goal. The game was mismanaged from the sidelines, but I believe the person most responsible is Jaxson Dart because he panicked after throwing that interception. No composure, no management of the game from on the field. Look, do I have a bias against Jaxson Dart because I hate that stupid platinum chain he wears around his neck? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have a problem. I don't like Vanilla Ice here or whatever little white rapper he thinks he is, Eminem or whatever. I don't like it. I don't like anybody with these gold chains. All these guys are wearing pearl necklaces, both kinds of pearl necklaces. They're all wearing them. Anyway, that's my most controversial. I blame Jaxson Dart. And it's not that the defense for the Giants was any good, but he put him in a bad position with that interception. He breathed life into the Denver Broncos, and then he mismanaged the end of the game, leaving them enough time, I think 37 seconds, to come back and kick a field goal and win the game. And yes, the Giants were stupid for only rushing 3 people on that first down play. Yes, they were stupid. But Jaxson Dart was the worst. If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a moment of Fearless.